4-2. What has Barcelona become? Like, what are we anymore? What is Xavi's tactics? What is this team about? 4-2. 4-2. Look, Real Betis, when we faced Real Betis, we did well as Unionistas. For me, I always knew that we would do good against, weaker teams. Look, Real Betis, you can say it's a weak team, but they're sort of good, but not that good, They're not organized enough. The thing is, when we play against teams that aren't organized enough, that don't have the quality that we have, or they're not managed well, we win. But when we face teams that are very well organized, that have really good players, and they have a good manager, we get destroyed. And you know why? Because of Xavi's tactics, man. Like, I always defended Xavi, but now seeing it, how it's progressing, this man is going to get sacked. Look, I am tired of Xavi playing this type of playing style that's hurting us more than benefiting us. Xavi wants these players to play just like Man City. Man City, Like, the thing about Man City and us is that Man City have a really good manager. They have Pep Guardiola. He's a genius. He knows what is necessary to make good play, The thing about Xavi is that he's trying to force the Barcelona players to play very, very high. I mean, it's not a high line, but he wants them to play very high. And for some reason, he thinks, oh, they're just going to score goals. We're going to have a lot of possession, and we're just going to, like go past their defenders, and we're going to overwhelm them with numbers in the midfield, and we're just going to score goals and literally wash them. I mean, Xavi always says, "Oh, I'm obsessed with midfield, with having midfield control, with possession." I mean, how does that even work when we transition our play, when we transition from defending to attacking, we are so slow at passing the ball and transitioning the ball forward. When I watch this match, like Gundogan, he passes to Ferran Torres, and then Ferran Torres passes it back to Gundogan, and then Gundogan passes it back to the center backs, passes back to Frank de Jong, and it just goes like that in a big circle, back and forth. We don't advance the ball forward enough, and when we do advance the ball forward, these players, they can't hold, they can't control the ball, to a point where they can't control the ball. They just, when they get the ball, they just mistouch it and it just rebounds out of their foot, or the ball gets, they stop it too early and it falls behind them when they're running, and Atletico Bilbao just grabs the ball and they just advance it forward. And the thing, look, in the first half, in my opinion, look, I feel that Atletico Bilbao, their manager, our former manager that used to be with us, I feel he was testing the waters. He was trying to see how am I gonna play with it? How is Barcelona, formed? How are they formed? What's their playing style? And you can see it in his face. He's just thinking, how are they playing? In the first half, look, we were dominating. They scored first, but then we scored 2 goals. We had the lead, and we just screwed up. had the lead, and we just I don't know how, we just tend to fuck it up. We just tend to mess it up every single time. Look, I could say as well, look, Lamine Yamal should have scored those 2 chances. The first one, he should have overheaded over the goalkeeper and it would have gone in. And as well as the second one, I feel like he should have, shot it more with accuracy. But I'm shocked, bro. I am shocked this is happening again. This team is just, they just, like, in my opinion, I feel like Xavi, look, he should just resign right now, bro. It's just, like, Super Copa, we're out. Copa del Rey, we're out. And shortly enough, Champions League, we're out. Because the thing about Xavi and the Athletic manager is that he has more experience than Xavi. He knows. I mean, this man, look, Xavi, he's still learning. And I don't understand. When Xavi was appointed as manager, I never wanted him as manager because, one, he didn't have the experience. And you could say, oh, well, he managed Saudi. That's a Farmers League. I mean, that's he managed in Qatar, but that's a Farmers League. Like I can manage in Qatar and be a top manager. Like I never wanted Xavi to be the manager. I would rather have Nagelsmann or some other manager or Thomas Tuchel, some other manager that had experience and would manage his team very well and be organized. And that's something that Xavi does not have. He does not have organization in this team. This team is just so much, it's so developed to just attack, you know what I'm saying? It's just pass the ball and pass the ball in really tight places where Atletico Bilbao just intercept it. And then once they have the ball, like on our wing sides, we are so open. Like our right back and our left back, they're so high up that when Atletico Bilbao have the ball, they just counterattack with just long balls, and when we try to track back, our right back and our left back, they're just so far behind that Athletic Bilbao they have a speedy striker, they have speedy wingers, and they just outpace our midfield as well. They outpace our midfield, and it takes so long for them to catch up, and it becomes a 3v4 or a 3v3, and sometimes these our center backs, they just give them so much space, and they're so tucked into our goalkeeper because look, I'll say this, look, Koundé, Araujo, and Christensen, they defended very well. They defended very, very well. Kept us in the game. But the thing is, what's the point of having a nice defense, having nice defenders, having quality midfielders, if we cannot transition, the ball, like better in order to create, like attacking threats, When I watch this game, all we do is just grab the ball, pass it fast, and it gets intercepted, or somebody makes a, like one of our players just makes a forward run, but knowing there's players there, look, I'll say Xavi, look, he needs to come out. He needs to get out, bro. He needs to come out of this team, bro. He needs to resign. Because he is not managing the squad well. And for him, it's easy to blame the players, bro. Look, the Atletico Bilbao manager, he is working with just, not high. I mean, he's working with good players, but they're not the high quality that Barca players are, he's working with that, and he's managing to work with it. The problem with Xavi is that these players are not organized the same way as Atletico Bilbao are. We are not organized in that way. Like when I watch this game, look, Atletico Bilbao were so they managed. They were so well managed. They were so organized. The players were so organized. When I watched this game, our Barca players, they were so far apart from each other that that Atletico Bilbao it made it easy for them to just pressure our players, and that's why our players had to pass it back to our center backs, and then our center back has to pass it forward to a midfielder, and it was just like that. They just and then when the reason why I'm saying that's bad is because these players are so well positioned. The Atletico Bilbao manager, he has these players so well positioned that when for example, if Koundé passes the ball to Pedri or Gundogan, they're so well positioned that they can just intercept that ball very well, and they can just transition into a counter attack very quick, man. And the thing is, for us, we play so high up, and I'm saying, like, what's the point of playing so high up? What is the point? What is the point? What is the point of playing so high up when we're not creating chances? We're not. And the thing is, we pass or slow, or like our attacking, like how we pass to each other. It's so slow that Atletico Bilbao, they position themselves very well. It gives them time to position themselves so well. And when I watch Atletico Bilbao play, is they grab the ball, they pass it quick, they control the ball quick, and then they pass it and go, and they're so fluent. And when I watch Barcelona, we're not fluent. We're so staggered. We're so like we look like we play like we look like we are playing like a Sunday league. To be honest, like a Sunday team. That's how we play. When I watch this team play, I see these players play like there's average players. Like Xavi makes these players look average. And I don't understand why Xavi wants these players to play so high up when it's not working. It is not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not. Look, I'll say Xavi's going to get sacked. He will get sacked. Because if he keeps playing like this, we're going to be out of the Champions League. And how we're playing right now, it's scaring me to a point that we're not even going to win La Liga. And to be honest, this is coming to Xavi's end. That's if he keeps his word, because this motherfucker's a liar. He is a liar. He is a liar. He says if he doesn't win anything, then he will resign. Hopefully he resigns, because Atletico were just so well organized. They were so well organized than Xavi. And Xavi's not organized enough. He's not organizing these players to be in a specific position here and there. Like, it's mind-blowing how Xavi is just managing this team. Like, oh my god, bro. It's like, oh my god, bro. And the really that the thing that gets me very whelmed up is that we could have won Copa del Rey. Because why? Because Girona is out. Mallorca literally knocked them out. Mallorca knocked them out. And we could have won Copa del Rey. We had a good chance of winning it. And we just blew it. We just blew it because Xavi doesn't have these players organized enough. Like Atletico Bilbao, they were just so well positioned, where it just made it easy to them just to block the passing lanes for Barcelona, And what I like about Atletico Bilbao is that when they had the ball, they will pass it to the right wing, and the players knew, oh well, he's gonna cross it, or he's gonna through ball it in, and they're just there. They get good headers in, bro. I'm telling you, man. Xavi's getting sacked, man. He is getting sacked. It's terrible how we're playing, to be honest, and it's gonna get terrible. It's gonna get terrible because this is gonna affect the players. Now players are gonna be judging. They're gonna start thinking, what is Xavi doing? It's just so bad, man. So bad. Like this game would have been. I'm telling you right now, this game would have gone into. We would have this game would have ended in a 5-2. 5-2. 5-2, the same as Real Madrid. It could have like if we're lucky. Naki Williams just studded, and Naki Pena just put his face in the way in order to block it, in order to block the embarrassment. To be honest, like look at these pictures. Look, this is what I'm saying, bro. Look at this. Look how Atletico Bilbao. Look how they're formed. Like we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 players up, and we're trying to pass the ball through the middle when it's impossible to pass it through the middle. Look at our wings. Look at our left wing right there. It's open. It's wide. We could have just crossed. We could have just crossed it in there, but we're not. We're just forcing the ball through the middle for some reason. And they're just like Atletico. Look, they have space in between each player, each Barca player, in order to cut that passing lane. And one player just, presses, the ball, our man on the ball. And this is incredible organization from Atletico Bilbao. In the second picture, you see how they just block passing. You see the back four of Atletico Bilbao. They're just marking our 3 men on front, and Atletico Bilbao's midfield. They're just pressing our guy in the middle, and one of them is just marking our guy on the right. I don't even know if that's Gundogan, to be honest. And in the third picture, you see how we're defending. Look how we're defending. Look, we have our 3, 4. We have our back 4, and look at the middle. Look how open, how wide we are. How wide we are. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 players attacking. And they all have space. We're just giving them space. Look at all the gaps. And look at the middle. Look in front of Koundé and Araujo. Look. I think that's Koundé, right? I think look how much. Look, they're just open. There's our midfield can't catch up. Look, our midfield is trying to catch up, and this is the problem. Like, we just give out so much space. And in the next picture, look at Atletico Bilbao. Like, we only have 2 players in the middle. Like, we are so open, bro. Nah, bro, this is terrible, to be honest. Terrible tactics, terrible organization from Xavi. And on the other picture, look, he's gonna kick it up. He's gonna like make a long pass. And Atletico Bilbao, they already know this. They're just like they're forcing their men up to prevent that from happening. And they're just prepared, organized. They just work together. In the other picture, look, oh my god, bro. There's like this. Nah, bro. Like I don't know, bro. These players are just they're just not well organized. I don't know how Xavi's teaching these players, man. But like, Xavi has to stop playing this back. He has to stop playing high, bro. It's just costing goals, man. In the next picture, look at all that space. This is what I'm saying. Look, Atletico Bilbao have the ball, and they're transitioning into a counterattack. And look, there's 3 people up wide in that wide space on the right wing, and you see you only have 3 people, and they're shifting to the left where the ball is, and that turns into and because look, for example, that 3 line, it becomes into a 2 line. It becomes 2 defenders, and it's 2v3, and it just they just outnumber our they just outnumber our defense, our midfield. This is just sad, man. It's sad, bro. How Xavi wants these players to play when they're not ready. Like, look, Xavi, look, this is a big job for Xavi. Look, he needs to resign, bro. He needs to resign. This is just poor taxmanship, you know? Like, it's just poor. And it's gonna keep. We're not gonna win Champions League, bro. We're not. Like, if we lost against Athletic Bilbao, we're gonna lose against Napoli. We're gonna lose against Napoli. We're gonna be knocked out. And look, we're not winning. We're not winning the Liga, bro. It's over, man. It's over, bro. Xavi's gonna get sacked. He's gonna get sacked 100%.